round rhizomatous stem system. The fertile stems are produced in early spring and are non-photosynthetic, while the green sterile stems start to grow after the fertile stems have wilted and persist through the summer until the first autumn frosts. It is sometimes confused with mare's tail, Hippurus vulgaris. Equisetum arvense. The field horsetail or common horsetail is an herbaceous perennial plant in the Equisetidae subclass, native throughout the Arctic and temperate regions of the Northern Hemisphere. It has separate sterile non-reproductive and fertile spore-bearing stems growing from a perennial undergur. Rhizomes can pierce through the soil up to 6 feet in depth. This allows this species to tolerate many conditions and is hard to get rid of even with the help of herbicides. Rhis. The common name, common horsetail, references the appearance of the plant that when bunched together appears similar to a horse's tail. The specific epithet arvense is from the Latin arvum, meaning plowed, referencing the growth of the plant in arable soil or disturbed nding or spreading, with sheaths that bear attenuate teeth. The off-white fertile stems are of a succulent texture, 10 to 25 centimeters tall and 3 to 5 millimeters diameter, with 4 to 8 whorls of brown scale leaves and an apical brown spore cone. The cone is 10 to 40 millimeters long and 4 to 9 millimeters broad. The fertile stems are typically precocious and appear in early spring. It has changed little from its ancestors of the Carboniferous period. Equisetum arvense creeps extensively with its slender and felted rhizomes that freely fork and bear tubers. The erect or prostrate sterile stems are 10 to 90 centimeters tall and 3 to 5 millimeters diameter, with jointed segments around 2 to 5 centimeters long with whorls of side shoots at the segment joints. The side shoots have a diameter of about 1 millimeter. Some stems can have as many as 20 segments. The solid and simple branches are as new stems quickly grow from the rhizomes. Some herbicides remove aerial growth, but regrowth quickly occurs, albeit with a reduction in frond density. The plant is difficult to control due to its extensive rhizomes and deeply buried tubers. Fire, mowing, or slashing is ineffective at removing the plant. Arvense is a non-flowering plant, multiplying through spores. It absorbs silicon from the soil, which is rare among herbs. It has a very high diploid number of 216. Arable lands, roadsides, disturbed areas, and near the edge of streams it prefers neutral or slightly basic clay loams that are sandy or silty, especially where the water table is high, though it can occur occasionally on slightly acid soils. Equisetum arvense grows in a wide range of conditions. In temperatures less than 5 degrees Celsius to greater than 20 degrees Celsius and in areas that receive annual rainfall as low as 100 millimeters and as great as 2,000 millimeters. It commonly occurs in damp and open woodlands. Pasteur. Texas, India, and Iran. It is less widespread in the southern hemisphere, but it occurs in Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Madagascar, Indonesia, Australia, and New Zealand. The plant is widespread in the northern hemisphere, growing as far as 83 degrees north in North America and 71 degrees north in Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Russia, and as far south DC. Tannins, alkaloids, saponins, flavonoids, glycosides and caffeic acid phenolic ester. The buds are eaten as a vegetable in Japan and Korea in spring. All other Equisetum species are toxic. The plant contains several substances that can be used medicinally. It is rich in silicon, potassium, calcium, manganese, magnesium and phosphorus, phytosterols, dietary fiber, vitamins A, E and OD, and to strengthen fingernails. It is also an abrasive. It was used by hurdy-gurdy players to dress the wheels of their instruments by removing resin build up. In polluted conditions, it may synthesize nicotine. Externally, it was traditionally used for chilblains and wounds. It was also once used to polish pewter and woe. In horticulture and agriculture, an aqueous extract of E. arvense has been approved for use as a fungicide in the European Union and the United Kingdom. Horsetail extract can be used to control a range of important fungal pathogens on crops, including Equisetum is used in biodynamic farming, in particular to reduce the effects of excessive water around plants. The high silica content of the plant reduces the impact of moisture. E. arvense has been used in traditional Austrian herbal medicine internally as tea, or externally as baths or compresses, for treatment of disorders of the skin, locomotor system, kidneys and urinary tract, rheumatism and gout. Equisetum arvense is toxic to stock, particularly horses.